The royal family members are still in shock with the sudden passing away of Thomas. Further details have now been revealed following news that Thomas Kingston, husband of Prince and Princess Michael of Kent's daughter Lady Gabriella Kingston, had died suddenly at the age of 45. Before going ahead, kindly subscribe, like, comment and hit on the notification button for more news. Lady Gabriella paid tribute to her financier husband in a joint statement with his family, describing him as an exceptional man who lit up the lives of all who knew him. Mr. Kingston, known as Tom, was found dead at an address in Gloucestershire on Sunday evening, February 25, and emergency services were called to the scene shortly after 6 p.m. Further details surrounding the death have now been released. Ahead of an inquest to establish the cause of death, it is understood there are no suspicious circumstances and no other parties involved. No funeral plans have been released so far. A statement released on behalf of Lady Gabriella Kingston, Mr. Martin and Mrs. Jill Kingston, Mrs. Joanna Connolly and Mrs. Emma Murray, said, "It is with the deepest sorrow that we announce the death of Thomas Kingston, our beloved husband, son and brother. Tom was an exceptional man who lit up the lives of all who knew him. His death has come as a great shock to the whole family, and we ask you to respect our privacy as we mourn his passing." Lady Gabriella released a personal photo she took of her husband, showing him smiling and dressed in a casual pink shirt as he stood near a stretch of water in the sunshine. Although Lady Gabriella is not a working member of the royal family, she and Mr. Kingston's family are being supported by the royal household through this difficult time. The King and Queen sent their most heartfelt thoughts and prayers to Lady Gabriella, who is known as Ella, and Mr. Kingston's parents and siblings. A Buckingham Palace spokesperson said, "The King and the Queen have been informed of Thomas's death and join Prince and Princess Michael of Kent and all those who knew him in grieving a much-loved member of the family. In particular, their Majesties send their most heartfelt thoughts and prayers to Gabriella and to all the Kingston family." The couple married at St. George's Chapel, Windsor Castle, in 2019 with Queen Elizabeth II and her husband, the late Duke of Edinburgh, among the guests. Mr. Kingston was a director of Devonport Capital, which specializes in providing finance for companies in frontier economies. The Bristol University graduate had also worked in Baghdad, Iraq, working to procure the release of hostages after joining the diplomatic missions unit of the Foreign Office. He was a close friend of Pippa Matthews, the Princess of Wales's sister, and the pair were said to have dated in 2011. Lady Gabriella, who has worked as an arts and travel director for a brand company, is a writer and contributing editor. She is also a singer-songwriter and released 2 bossa nova-inspired tracks in 2020 to raise money for charity. Lady Gabriella's parents Prince and Princess Michael of Kent attended the service for the late King Constantine II of Greece on Tuesday, February 27, in St. George's Chapel, Windsor Castle. Constantine was Lady Gabriella's godfather and attended her wedding. Please do drop a message of condolence to the royal family.